So I'm Luke, and together with my wife Jess, we run Camden Valley Farm. Based at Camden, about an hour out of Sydney. We operate on 30 acres, and we run dairy cows, poultry and a schools education program. We're now supplying milk to Saputo, which is the Devondale brand, and we also run a pastured poultry enterprise as well, which consists of, at the moment, about 400 birds, but up to about 1,000 birds, broiler birds on grass. We go around to schools and events, and basically the idea is to show kids and parents where their milk comes from and how it goes from the cow through the factory and into the products which they are familiar with in the fridge. So it's sort of, we call it like a grass to glass experience. Well, someone's on the road 3 days a week, so it'd be mostly Jess or myself or together. No, most of our work is in Sydney with the schools, and we have an interstate program we do with the Royal Show. So we've been from Sydney to Perth, Brisbane to South Australia, and nearly everywhere in between. Mum and Dad bought a house cow, and that was potentially one of the biggest mistakes they ever made because it grew a passion for dairy cows. After that, I started washing the yard of a dairy, and that was literally my job when I was at high school. So I'd go and after milking, after school, and hose out the dairy for the people I was working for. And to be honest, I think it was slave labour at first because I don't remember getting paid for the first couple of years. While, yeah, we've made sacrifices, we've had opportunities that we wouldn't have got if we hadn't done what we're doing. So like any farm and any dairy in particular, it's 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. We've got 2 kids. Holidays are a no-go, like you just don't get away. And I suppose we're not big enough at the moment where we can have someone come and work with us that can take over while we go away. So it's got to be one of us here all the time. It's a sacrifice, but you wouldn't do it any other way. So you give and you take. Yeah. Find a mentor, but that mentor doesn't necessarily have to be someone that is more experienced than you in that industry. I've got friends who have, small farms and direct market and things like that, and they probably don't see themselves as mentors, but when I'm having a bad day, I can ring them and they're having a worse day, which makes me feel better, and then vice versa. So you can bounce off each other, and that's probably been more valuable than anything else. Just finding someone that you can download onto and then get on with your day and carry on. I say this tongue-in-cheek, we've been try harder at school, because I hated school, I really did. That got me into uni, which then got me to meet Jess, my wife, and led me down the track of making opportunities to meet the right people to get to where we are now. But if I hadn't applied myself early on, that wouldn't have,